deep within my heart, I do feel that Lemuria and the Pleiades are connected somehow. In fact, I actually think they're the same thing. Um, yeah, I have no proof, but I believe it to be true. Yeah, so Lemuria. Let's just take a moment just to land and settle in with intent to bring forth some Lemurian energy to visit Lemuria in meditation. With our intent to visit Lemuria, let's just tune in and find ourselves settling into our energetic bodies. Just follow the inflow and the outflow of your breath. As you feel yourself connect with your own energetic body. Allow yourself a full experience of feeling through your physical body first. As you breathe down perhaps into the base of your tummy, to that place, the hara or tantien, as it's called. Just focus on that area around your sacral chakra and feel the energy as it pools there, or as you become aware of it there. Feel it flowing down your legs, base of your feet, and then down to Mother Earth as you ground yourself. Feel that tingling sensation at the bottom of your feet as you become aware of the chakras that are there, your connection to Mother Earth. And then breathing the energy up into your heart space. And as you breathe in and out of your heart space, allow the energy to flow down your arms to your hands. Feel the tingling sensation in your palms. Then up into your head. As you become aware that every cell of your body is activated by this energy. And not just any energy, because when we set our intent to access a particular energetic field, and today we are here to access the energy of Lemuria, what you're experiencing now is the Lemurian energy coming through. Allow this bubble of energy to extend beyond your physical, through your emotional, mental bodies. Then like an orb of energetic light around you, each independently and collectively. Allow this energy to transport you to the shores of Lemuria. And as you arrive and the energy bubble becomes clear, and as you look around on this shore, see the ocean, the forest, feel the sand beneath your feet, feel your connection to this land of Lemuria, another dimension of time and place. And as you're here, it's certain that you have had lifetimes in this dimension, in this place we call Lemuria, and that you are connected to this land through spiritual heritage. Feel down through your feet into the earth of this place. As the waves wash up gently, wrap around your ankles, feel the quality of the water, connection to the element of water. Feels a little bit different, slightly different energy, a higher frequency perhaps than what we're used to experiencing in this dimension, this cycle of time. Because in Lemuria, the Lemurian people had reached a state of collective love and consciousness that exceeds what we have achieved within our dimension of time. Allow yourself to experience the difference that there is in frequency here, much closer to the frequency of unconditional love, of kindness and caring. You feel it in the earth, you feel it in the water, and the sun dappling down, gentle. The element of fire. As you feel into that element, feel the excitement and the inspiration. And there's a breeze which gently comes to you and wraps around you, greeting you to this place, to this dimension. And the sense of wildflowers, on top of which you've maybe not experienced before, but somehow stirs a memory within you. Familiar, yet different. The element of air. And as you tune into these elementals, you can become aware of the spirit of ether in this place, the collective consciousness. As you look towards the forest, you see up there upon the slopes of the mountainside a tree which is much, much taller than the rest, the mother tree. And with your intent, you allow yourself now, having tuned into this place, to travel to the mother tree. You find yourself standing at the base of this magnificent, magnificent tree. The trunk is huge in diameter. The roots firm and solid. You look up at the branches and the leaves. It seems so immense. Yet there's an energy about this particular tree. It makes it different to the others. You feel into it. It holds the pulse, the heartbeat of Lemuria. And the mother tree beckons you to come closer, which arms out, lean against her, and feel the energy flow from her to you. And as you follow the inflow and outflow of your breath now, allow that energy to course through you. Allow what imagery may come to you to come through. What wisdom does the mother tree have for you? Healing, perhaps. Knowledge, perhaps. Awareness. I'll hold space and just allow you to sit in this energy. Mother Tree has a message for each one of you here. It's with your intuition. Allow that message to come through. The next thought that appears within your mind is the key to that message. And allow that message to flow. And Mother Tree says, Within me beats the heartbeat of Lemuria. I transcend all dimensions. I am present within your dimension, your cycle of time, through the trees, the forests. My love and caring and wisdom is available. I am the spirit of Lemuria, manifest in your dimension of time upon the earth, through the trees, plants. Yes, in the great forests, but in all trees, particularly, yet even within the smallest plants, you can sense my essence as you walk upon the grass, as you brush past bushes and trees, as you admire flowers blooming. From this moment forward, when you see these things, pause. Remember this energy of the Lemurian mother tree, that it may manifest not just within your life, but within your dimension of time. And the more who realize this, who spend time in nature, even in their own suburban gardens, nurturing the earth, will bring kindness, community, consciousness, and the energy of Lemuria forth into your cycle of time. Allow yourself now to come gently back. If you've received a message Well, not if you have received a message. Just feel free to, if you've got a pen and paper there, just to write it down if you wish. As you give your energy, the energy comes back and cycles. If you've ever, if you have ever hugged a tree energetically, even if you just sit with your back against a tree, you'll start to feel a slight sort of movement like I'm doing now. And the energy, in the same way that a tree breathes in the carbon dioxide that we expire and it gives us back oxygen, energetically, the tree will take your energy and even your, shall I say, negative energy that you may be holding is still energy that that tree can transmute in the same way it transmutes carbon dioxide into oxygen. And it does feed the tree in the same way that the tree then returns purified energy is the word that's coming through to you. So there is that definite interchanging of energy, which benefits both ways. It's really quite lovely. That all things we know, we maybe know, we think we know that all things exist contemporaneously. Lemuria exists now on a different frequency, on a different time track, in a different cycle of time. But there is that interconnectivity when we tap into the energy of different dimensions, of which there are infinite. Specifically with Lemuria, such a high frequency of love and community, where the Lemurians were reached that level of ascension within that cycle of time, that they were able to ascend and as the story has it, took the whole continent with them in that cycle of time. Yet, energetically, the imprint still exists through all time and space. And the imprint of that, that love and community that the Lemurians developed over generations and generations, because in each cycle of time, as we are in a cycle of time here, all of your past lives within this cycle, you know, how many thousands of years, or maybe millions, I don't know. Maybe we're all running around banging rocks together in caves at one stage, I don't really know. But all of the incarnations that you've had within this cycle of time, just imagine all of the incarnations that would have been in the cycle of time of Lemuria. And the times where your spirit, your essential nature, the immortal, infinite aspect of you throughout all time and space has had many incarnations in this cycle of time. You, your spirit, has also had many incarnations in all of the other cycles of time as well. And referencing it to Lemuria, you have had lives in Lemuria. Otherwise, you wouldn't be here. It's true. And of those lives in Lemuria, you had many, many of them. And deep within you, within your spirit, within that divine essence of who you really are, your essential nature. You are connected to that love, to that energy that allowed the Lemurians to ascend in that cycle of time. You hold that energy within you, in your heart, in your spirit. And I think clearly the message today is to let that love shine. Mm. Let's just allow that thought to cycle through our consciousness. Let's go back into, if you're not already still in the energy that we sat in, and let's just send some love around the circle. Let's, who've done the Lemurian Healing course, ask you to assist me in just connecting some Lemurian healing energy around the circle as you feel called to direct it, perhaps to anyone, to yourself even, but just around the circle for the next 5 or 10 minutes. There are some specific techniques from Lemuria, and I'm not trying to be secretive. Just breathe in the energy of Lemuria through your crown into your heart space and let it circulate throughout your physical, emotional, and mental bodies and spiritual bodies. Just receive the love of Lemuria. Just gently bringing yourselves back. And thanking the elemental energies of Lemurian earth, Lemurian fire, Lemurian water, Lemurian air and ether. Thank you to the Mother Tree for reminding us of our interconnectivity. Thank you to each one of you here for bringing your energy to this circle. Maybe we should have a talk about cycles of time one day, hey? That'd be cool. What is ascension? Anyone interested? Well, there's a map that's hidden deep in the archives of the Honolulu Museum. I can't remember what century it was. One of the Hawaiian kings realized that many of the seafaring people who passed through Hawaii had stories of Lemuria. And he commissioned a map to be drawn of where all these people came from. And quite literally, Lemuria extended to the west coast of the USA, down through the Pacific, through Japan, Southeast Asia, and Australia. And so people coming with stories of Lemuria came from all those areas, and Australia was one of them. And back then, before we arrived in Australia, there were stories of Lemuria in Australia. Also, it's very interesting that there are also stories of the Pleiades in all those areas too, which is part of my thinking that the Pleiades, the Seven Sisters, and Lemuria are inextricably linked together. I wrote a book around it once, and it'll come to light. It's called The Wizard's Den, an autobiography of future dimensions of time. I think we should talk about ascension cycles and cycles of time. That would be lovely. Stay tuned for another 6 a.m. burst. We are going to talk about time tracks at the next Friday morning intuitive Zoom session, which is not next Friday, but the one after. And the next Lemurian Circle will be in 3 weeks from today. So please come along. Why 6 a.m.? Okay. Why 6 a.m.? Because the breeze at dawn has secrets to tell you. You must ask for what you really want. People are passing back and forth across the portal where the two worlds touch. The door is wide and open. Don't go back to sleep. That's why. Rumi, the Persian poet, wrote that. Hey, lots of love to everyone. It's been magnificent this morning. Thank you so much for your energy. I'm so grateful.